welcome, and this one's going to be Army of Ruin. Army of Ruin is a Vampire Survivors-like game. I feel like it's a tad less on the detail, which I feel is something Vampire Survivors has over this one. But it's the one you go for if you want something much more colourful and vibrant in the characters and the skills and spells and everything. So we're going to jump right in right here. And I'm just going to grab my controller and we're going to jump into the upgrades first of all. And it is basically Vampire Survivors, but slightly different. In here you start up with upgrades going up to Yar, and then you eventually unlock this one and this one, which allow you to carry up to 2 additional items and 2 additional weapons. This one will allow you to fire up to 2 additional projectiles. Also 1 item you can get during a run, and that will allow you to carry another projectile once you level up that item to maximum. And then you've got extra lives and rerolls. As you can see, I've maxed out most of them. At the moment there is 3 stages. Each one you pick has 1, 2 and 3 difficulties, and each one can also have their difficulty increased even further. When you go ahead and add these ruin levels of ruin will add ghost waves, slowing traps, explosive elites, immortal liches, fire traps, ghost waves, and as you can see also a higher percentage of enemies, lower percentage of XP, and more monies.
Here comes the money!
Here we go!
And if you look down the bottom, you can see you have different things to do, like complete the stage with energy bolt weapon. I haven't done that yet, so that's not cleared a star on there. If you want to go and pick a character, you can see the locked characters. This one, it won't tell me because I haven't unlocked the stage, or the requirement is not possible at this present time. But if I want to unlock this one, I've got to defeat Forest 1 with Ruin 1 activated, so 1 level of Ruin, and defeat all special bosses with Sol. So let's try and do that. Better Call Saul. Sol's one of my favourite characters. And as you can see, it's very Vampire Survivory, and like I said, it's a lot more bright and colourful in this game. I feel like this game beats Vampire Survivors on colours and stuff, and being colourful, and I feel like Vampire Survivors beats this game on being more detailed. As you can see, evolves with frost and leaf items. This is something I feel like this game has over Vampire Survivors. With Vampire Survivors you have to have an exact item to evolve a weapon. With this, you can have any item that has a certain element to evolve the weapons. And I feel like that gives you a bit more variety. It's a bit easier to evolve your weapons. Yeah, let's get that one. There we go, a little bit of volume up in that place now. Thank you. So we got to kill all special bosses. I'm going to grab another one of them. We're going to go ahead and skip about halfway through this run. You also get the treasure chests. I should also point out, you only need to level up a weapon to level 5, which is maximum level in this game, and then you can evolve it. That is the cooldown item for this game. Here we go. We've evolved the volcanic orbs, which I didn't think we could do, because I didn't think we had a leaf item. Oh, we did grab a leaf item, so we can evolve everything. So now, instead of just spiraling around us, they spiral outwards as well. And I believe if you have, maybe it's the cooldown speed item or one of the other items, you can send almost twice the amount out. Doo! Miracle Star shoots explosive pellets against the closest enemy. And we'll soon be evolving another one probably. That item pours all money towards you. There's another one that pours all the experience shards towards you. That turns it into a meteor shower. And now we're going to be rocking and rolling. Oh yeah. And there's an item just over here. It looks like a little spell book. And what it does is just makes you rapidly cast all your skills. It's a very nice skill to have on the final boss at the end of a run. Oh, never mind, that is the final wave. It's just a 10-minute one. Okay, yeah. It can go up to 15 minutes and then I think 20 minutes as well. Let's go grab this, like that. There we go. And they're toast. Boom! Oh, look at that fire ring. It's glorious. Doesn't really matter. The history. Boom! And we got it. So that is the end of a run on Forest Tier 1 out of the 3 tiers of each stage you can pick. And then it tells you the route that you took throughout the stage. Achievements or unlocks will come along the bottom of the screen. I did it with 1 ruin. I didn't kill all special bosses, I guess. Alright, I gotta try again at some point then. But as you can see, you've got 3 stages to pick from so far in the game at the moment, each giving you different criteria to meet during the stage. And as you can see on this one wants me to complete the stage first before it shows me the other 2. But I've done a fair amount of the game. Pretty sure this is an early access game. You also unlock turbo mode, which is just, I think it's more fun, a bit more hectic. You can also look in all of your different unlocks, the characters, the weapons, and then you've got all the challenges as well. And yeah, I think it's pretty fun. We're going to jump over to the scorecard right now. Thanks for sticking around till the end for the scorecard. So we're going to go straight into it with graphics and settings. You've got quite a few options to choose from. There's game, which allows you to choose your language, your keyboard layout, and a couple of other things like lock cursor, enemy hurt color. You've got interface, which basically just customizes the interface. And then you've got video, which of course has your resolution, screen mode, whether you want full screen or not, and VSync. And then you've got advanced settings as well. So you've got all of your things from low to high, shaders, textures, light bloom, anti-aliasing, things like that. And then you've got the exact controls, whether it's vibration for controller, whether you're using a controller or not. You can also customize the keyboard and the controller. Then you've got your audio settings as well, save slots. You've got some Twitch integration as well, and how to play. The how to play section has quite a few nice bits of information in there about exactly how the game works. And we're going to go ahead and give that one a 20 points out of 20 points. And on to Sound of Music. I think the music's nice for the game, goes well with it, and sound effects are really good for the spells and attacks. So I'm going to give that one a score of 15 out of 20 points. And then on to story and characters. I do like the story and characters. I haven't unlocked all of the characters, and when I say I like the story and characters, I like the characters, because we all know this game doesn't really have much of a story. But as far as the characters go, they're good. I haven't unlocked them all, but the ones I have unlocked I do like. So there's that. I like how each one gets their own little special ability as well, a special move basically, and I think that's pretty cute. So we're going to give that a score of 17 out of 20 just for the characters alone. And then we jump into combat and controls. Everything feels nice and fluid as you would wish it to, and I'm going to give that one a score of 18 out of 20 for combat and controls. And then gameplay overall, I like the evolution system. I think, like I said in the gameplay, I think it's much better than Vampire Survivors. I think it gives more flexibility to your build. And I'm going to give that one a score of 18. Another 18 out of 20 right now. And that gives us a grand total of 88 out of 100. So a pretty good score right there. Moving over to the pros and the cons. So I just quickly loaded up the game just to check if there's any new stages, where I said there was 3 in the gameplay earlier on. And there is a 4th one since I last played it. There's a 4th stage now, and the 4th stage is called Forsaken Glacier. So you can hop right in and play that one now. And I just jumped in, played that. Pretty fun, pretty good. And because of that, I'm going to give story an extra 2 points. And from now on in these types of games, we're going to class story as the stages, the maps that you can play on, and how good they are, and what there is to do in them, etc. So there we go, story has changed to maps, added 2 points to make it 19, and that now gives us a grand total of 90 out of 100. So we're going to quickly go ahead and jump over those pros and cons now. Quite a lot of weapons, not as much as Vampire Survivors, but that game has tons, especially with the update I saw they had the other day, but that's another game. This one has a good enough selection of weapons and spells and skills and what have you, and they all look really nice, feel really good, and I like the I also feel like it has a improved evolution system than Vampire Survivors. The controls feel nice and fluid, works fine with keyboard and mouse, and also has full controller support. And for the con, the only one I would say, it does still only have 4 stages, or maps, whichever you want to call it. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and slap the Vampire Survivors seal of approval, stamp of approval. So that's got that right now. Do I recommend this game? Heck yeah. And for as cheap as a price as I saw it at last night, only $4.99, I'd definitely recommend it if you're into these kind of games, or if you want to check out one of these kind of games. I'd say go for either this one or Vampire Survivors. And after playing it once more, just today, on the new stage, the 4th new stage they've got, I actually do prefer the graphics completely over the over Vampire Survivors. But I do like the retro look of Vampire Survivors, don't get me wrong. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, or night, or morning, whatever time zone you're in. Have a good one. See ya!